Small screen, Breaking Bad kicked off in 2008.
Man, this
was such a good year.
Well, what's funny about Breaking
We got a
Bad,
few more, too.
people don't think about Breaking Bad as a 2008 show, but that's another one, you know, sort of like Iron Man or like whatever, that would sort of build up steam as it went along. And that's like pretty early for such a revolutionary show to begin, you know, its incredible run.
Yeah, I mean,
we're in like the golden age of television now, but in the mid 2000s, it's like, I don't know.
yeah, I feel like a lot of people, I mean, this is definitely just my own personal experience. Like, I didn't really discover Breaking Bad until like 2010, 2011, once the first couple of seasons were on Netflix. When like Netflix first really pushed streaming, we're like, look at all the great content we have. We've got Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
And then I feel like a lot more people started discovering it and then actively starting to watch it week to week. But I mean, what a phenomenal just idea for a show in general.
I mean, I love that show. I love seeing sort of the slow and steady, sort of excruciating descent that this, you know, good, or maybe he's not, he started off good, but the descent that this man goes on, his personal journey, and they don't really pull any punches, and they don't, like, they take their time with it, man. They're like, you are really going to see everything.
Yeah, like when you stop and think, like, all 5 seasons take place over the span of, I think, maybe 11 or 12, or like, no, I think it's like a year and a half.
I guess I don't know how long it is, but not very long.
No, it's less than 2 years worth of time passes between he finds out he has cancer and then end of the show. I don't want to say anything because you haven't seen it.
Yeah, there are very, very few movies or television shows that can successfully allow you to bond with a terrible person. Breaking Bad does that better probably than anything ever has.
The Sopranos.
The Sopranos.
But it's in that same school, right?
And it followed The Sopranos.
But we knew Tony was a terrible person at the start of the episode. Like with Walter White.
To see someone become a terrible person.
Like he's this really nice, mild-mannered guy, and you just see him become this monster by the end of season 4.
I remember my roommate.
See him become the one who knocks.
Yeah, exactly. He's the danger.
My roommate was binging this a few years ago, and I remember I would be sitting in the other room, and I just hear him shouting at the television, "He's in it now! He's in deep! He ain't getting out!" He'd say, "Get quiet," and about an hour later, "He's in it now!" And that was how it would go over and over again for several seasons of Breaking Bad.
That's pretty much, you just summed up 5 seasons of Breaking Bad. It's like if you were to read the 2-sentence description of every episode of Breaking Bad, it's like things go very poorly for Walter White, you know, but he manages to get out of it. And then it's like, it's just 5 seasons of that. And like, I love the show to death, but I did stop watching it for a while because I'm like, I just can't.
It makes me too sad.
Yeah, like it's too much. Like I feel like I need to watch an episode of something silly. Like I need to watch The Venture Brothers afterwards or something.
Even that got pretty heavy eventually.
Well, okay, yeah, sure.
The show caught people off guard partially because Bryan Cranston was best known for being the dad on Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where he was also wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Well, and like the interplay between him and Aaron Paul is just so wonderful and great, and that's something that you can see sort of that, I don't know, that chemistry, that bro chemistry, I guess, or almost antagonistic, like just the two of them as that show goes on. It's wonderful to watch that.
I mean, it's like the 2010 version or the 2008 version of The Odd Couple.
Yeah.
Where it's like instead of having to live together in an apartment, it's these two guys. One's an uptight science teacher, the other's a stoner. They have to cook meth
and
together.
you see the flip-flopping between like who's going to have the conscience.
Exactly.
It's just great.
And constantly subverting your expectations. Just things coming out of left field that don't feel forced all the time. That things just flip and change suddenly. And I love that when you can't tell what's about to happen, but you also don't feel cheated.
Yeah, you never really feel safe.
Yeah.
No. And you learn a lot about minerals.